yeah, happy Easter to you all. I don't know if you celebrate Easter, but yeah. I'm honest, I'm not doing good for real. I cried and I have horrible womb pain. My womb hurts, and even this, I don't know how I did this. Yeah, my finger bluttered as well. And yeah, it is very crazy. An M-class solar flare hit the Earth recently, so I think it's also because of this. I feel it's not just because of the solar flare. I'm very grateful for all your kind and lovely support. I'm so sorry. I tried to do my work better, but it's almost impossible for me. So yeah, actually we need a home, you know our situation, but to be honest, my body feels too weak. Even when when we find a flat or a home now, I'm too weak to organize a move, to be honest. So do you see my clothes behind me? It's just laying on the ground, so I'm even too weak to put my boxes together. That's what I mean. I talk about this. So, and because most Germans are highly aggressive, ignorant, arrogant, and ice cold, they laugh at you. Most people, they don't help you. They just stare at you. And many people still believe Marcel and me, we are rich. We are very rich people. We have so much money. And they project always their stuff onto us. And this is so exhausting. Yeah, and then you heard about it last weekend. Almost we had a flat when you watched the last video. And yeah, it was so shocking again. And now we stay here again. And it's not good. So, you know, when I could, I would already move. Or I would move to another country, to be honest. And I have opportunities to do so. But I just can't do it without Marcel. And I cannot let him alone here. I cannot. Marcel has so horrible operations on his head. He carries devices everywhere. So for him it's dangerous to take an airplane. And I cannot say for sure what happens to him when he does it anyway. This means we just can take a bus or a train. When you know community, please let us know. But to be honest, we are in this since 5 years now. Imagine this, 5 years. We search up for a home. And every time when we stayed in a community, we believed our life is now getting better. They hijacked again. They got attacked so strong, the people. And over and over and over again, I saw the aura changed, and these people became so heartless and cold, and it was a nightmare. Many times people tell us things which are not true. Then we must prove it again. But then they kick you out anyway, and when you prove it's not right. So Marcel laid on the ground already so many times. Even as we had a home or a room, let's say in South Bavaria. And the people witnessed it, how he did. He stayed on the couch and he had to throw up in front of all people. No one cleaned up the mess. I had to do it myself. And then the people said, Marcel is just an actor. This is not true. And he had to throw up. And he couldn't move anymore. Marcel had so many issues and operations. And when his nervous system is overloaded, he even cannot move his body. And when he moves, it looks like this, or it's like he almost crumbles. And the people believe this is not true. He just acts. And this is what they said too. And he had to throw up in front of them all. And I had to clean it up. For example. And I just saw it's not them. Got attacked and hijacked. I saw just the dark entities behind them. Or that he needed a bathroom or cell. The same, it was in South Bavaria. We lived there as the sea started, the first lockdown. It was impossible to find a home. During the first lockdown, they kicked us out. And Marcel needed a bathroom, and it was too much for him. And I did a bath for him. I let water in and so on, because I hoped it's helping him, but Marcel had so horrible pain. He couldn't move his body anymore. And all these people still believed he's just playing a show, it's not real. And then I left the bathroom, and one of these members said, "Is he ready now?" This energy, and he laughed at us. He laughed at us, and Marcel was laying on the ground and he couldn't get up anymore. Imagine this. And we are in this since 5 years, guys. 5 years. Every time when we believe our life is getting better, something like this happens. Or the AI channels hijack and say, "You are a scammer, she's a scammer." Yeah, this. And use inverted psychology. Do you think they ever said sorry? All these people which are infiltrated, I know they watch me. They never said sorry. And they helped to get us up to 40. And they are aware of everything. And they know through them I have this technology above my head. I believe it's for Teku. It's my opinion. Horrible. Do you think they ever said sorry? No, they just laugh at you. The cabal. Don't expect a sorry ever by them. They cannot change. They will not change. They even don't care when you suffer, when you die. They don't care. For them, there is no difference. If they go into a supermarket, or if they kill someone. If they capture people up to 4D and they see it as an experiment, will they survive? Or if they go into the supermarket, for them there's no difference. There is no shame and guilt. But they try to let you believe they are the victim. When they work with inverted psychology, then you're completely confused and you don't know who speaks the truth. Because suddenly they are the victim. We just did it because we want to help you. Yeah, to capture people up to 4D and see it as an experiment. Yeah, we just want to help you. This is what they do. Do you understand why we are in this since millions and billions of years? Because they are masters in deception. My whole body shivers during I record this video for you. I have womb pain so strong. I don't know what's going on, but it's not good. During Easter, it feels to me like we hold the space for humanity. And every time then we have holidays, or when people still believe them and worship these fallen entities, they receive energy and fuel during a short time again. Maybe you feel it too. It's like they soak out the energy from us so strong. Especially when we have holidays or when we have celebration and many people still pray to them and worship them, they receive energy and fuel. And they rise during a short time again. It's always zack, 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 zack. Maybe you feel the same way. But that's actually not the point. Most people don't believe when we share with them what's going on that this is true. And then I ask the people, why do you think I stay here? When I'm so rich, why am I staying here? We have no heater here. It's always cold. Why do you think I wear my jacket and a scarf? Just cold water. And we are just surrounded by reptilians and draconians here. And then your body is so weak, slowly. I cannot organize or move myself again, completely alone. Because almost no one helps us. They are afraid to help. I understand. They feel the darkness. And I was not right with everything. I did things, I must say sorry as well. We are all in this. But no one deserves this life. Especially when you have a good heart. Stop telling each other. It's because you have so much karma. Yeah, you decided it yourself, your soul chose this path. No. You didn't choose everything in detail. Maybe you came here for a purpose. Yeah, I want to help humanity in ascension, or I want to expand their consciousness. I try to help them. Yeah, I want to work as an artist. But you don't know the rules for 100%. Especially all those which never had an incarnation here. You have no idea what's going on here and how the games are working here. So you just see, oh, humanity needs help, Earth needs help, okay, how can I help them? Yes, I can help them. But you don't see everything in detail. What will happen when you finally have an incarnation? And this matrix is completely infiltrated. Everything is twisted around, inverted. The original teachings, they are completely different to everything what we believe to know, even in the New Age. Most of these teachings belong to the antichristic spiritual teachings, to spiritual narcissism. And slowly you feel it yourself, so hey, this is not right. Something is off. And I explained it to you in one of my last videos. I don't know if it's true, even when we stayed in this reality. I had so crazy visions there. What I know is Yeshua ben Joseph and Mary Magdalene, they saw through these illusions as well. These were one of the first. They saw through the AI. They saw through their programs, through their softwares. They saw through it. In Matrix you see them. Neo and Trinity. In almost every movie we can watch, you see there is a couple. And this couple fights on final boss completely alone. You see it in Matrix, you have Agent Smith, Neo and Trinity. The Beauty and the Beast, you have the Beast, Belle and Gaston. In Aladdin, you have Jasmine, Aladdin and Jafar. In The Lion King, you have Simba and Nala with a scar. Do you see? Coincidence. Always a couple. Even in The Legend of Zelda, the video game, The Legend of Zelda, Link vs. Ganondorf. Do you see? Because they showed us who they are. This is them in the past. You see their experience. You see how they lived here on Earth and what they went through. Horrible.
The Matrix is a system, Neo. That system is our enemy. But when you're inside, you look around, what do you see? Businessmen, teachers, lawyers, carpenters, the very minds of the people we are trying to save. But until we do, these people are still a part of that system, and that makes them our enemy. You have to understand, most of these people are not ready to be unplugged. And many of them are so inert, so hopelessly dependent on the system, that they will fight to protect it. Were you listening to me, Neo? Or were you looking at the woman in the red dress?
I was...
Look again. Freeze it.
This isn't the Matrix.
No. It's another training program designed to teach you one thing. If you are not one of us, you are one of them.
What are they?
Sentient programs. They can move in and out of any software still hardwired to their system. That means that anyone we haven't unplugged is potentially an agent. Inside the Matrix, they are everyone, and they are no one.
We have survived by hiding from them, by running from them. But they are the gatekeepers. They are guarding all the doors, they are holding all the keys, which means that sooner or later, someone is going to have to fight them.
Someone.
I won't lie to you, Neo. Every single man or woman who has stood their ground, everyone who has fought an agent has died. But where they have failed, you will succeed.
Especially when you watch the Matrix movies, you will get a better feeling of 4D. This is similar to 4D, the plane in which we walked around, in which Agent Smith stays. This is 4D, the astral plane. And you see Neo and Trinity, they stop to break free from the Earth Matrix. That's why they try to defeat and stop Agent Smith. The software. These are just softwares, apps, and programs, all based on AI and technology, controlled by the Master AI. In Lord of the Rings, you see Arwen and Aragorn. Yeshua marry Magdalene again. And who is Enki? Sauron. The all-seeing eye. Even in Lord of the Rings, so much symbolism. Enki is the Lord of Earth. That's why you feel him so strong, because he's responsible for Earth. I also talked about Hades in the last video. Hades is the Lord of the Underworld. He is Osiris, and that's 4D, you see. But it's just based on AI, similar to the Matrix movies. Almost the same vibration. It's just empty there. You are just surrounded by NPCs. And by Agent Smith. Or by the Galactic Federation as well. Because they also were there. Ashtar Command. Ashtar is a psyop, guys. Please, starseeds, you must slowly wake up who they are. Because when you over and over channel 4D, it's not because we spread division and confusion. It's also because of your energy. Don't you feel so weak and tired when you channel them? During a short time, you have this kick, yeah? They give you energy. Because they work a lot with the sexual power. It's like you're using drugs. You cannot get away from them. Even when you know it's highly toxic. And it simply soaks out the energy from you, slowly. And then suddenly, zack, they give you a little bit energy again. And then you will channel them again, right? Because you do good, and the messages they share, they are right in many ways. And why their messages are right? Because they are the creator of the Earth Matrix. They are the creator of 4D. Even astrology, guys. You just can translate 3D and 4D with astrology. You cannot translate 5D, 6D, 7D with astrology. In the Matrix movies, they showed us from Matrix is the tarot and astrology software. It's all a software. Even the moon grid is a software. Every month, the same. The pink full moon every year, exact to the same time. And it's over and over the same cycle. It's a software. Over and over the same cycle. And why do they work with different colors? Because it's more realistic. Because when they work with different frequencies, with different colors during full moon, you have different symptoms. And then you believe the illusions more. And the moon exists just in 3D and 4D too, I saw. The moon doesn't exist in 5D. Just the sun. The sun is the gate to all dimensions. But keep in your mind, they even hijacked the sun. Sun god Ra. The Anunnaki, it's them. When you watch the movie Gods of Egypt, I don't know if I saved the clip on my computer, they use a machine. The movie Gods of Egypt with the Egyptian gods, the Anunnaki. And they use a machine to control the sun. It's the machine by sun god Ra, the black sun. They even controlled the sun. And the sun cycle as well. In fact, it's all just a video game. But they hijacked into the divine order to have their own rules. That's why they did this. And to receive energy from you. Because they can hardly generate energy from themselves. Imagine, Yeshua saw through this all. And Mary Magdalene. They knew what astrology is. Thoth is the creator of astrology. And the creator of tarot cards. And don't get me wrong, inside the Earth Matrix, in which you have a physical body, you can translate a lot. You can see everything in detail. You also can see your own destiny. But keep in your mind, it's the destiny for your body and not for your soul. They cannot translate your soul with astrology. They cannot translate your soul with human design system. You are just able to see the programs they chose for you, which character you will play in their Earth Matrix. For them it was just a sick game. Their crazy idea of justice and order. Do you see, we have 2 layers inside the AI Phantom's consciousness. The Antichristic spiritual awakening is everything I share with you now. You believe astrology is able to translate souls in 5D and beyond, but you cannot. You just see their programs and their calendar, because everything had to follow the rules. And these machines they used were so strong. They kept us in a state of trance from all sides. They kept us in a state of trance. The moon, the sun, even the sun. Everywhere. Through Qi, through technology, through the system, through teachers, through the manager, and we just served them without realizing what we do. And then we tell each other, yeah, your soul decided so, your soul chose to suffer. You see not in detail what really happens down below. You just see humanity is in trouble. They need help. You believe you can help, but you see not everything in detail, guys. So, and they hijack even into your soul plan with all their softwares and apps they use. And they even use astrology. And the more you believe this level here is true, I mean, you have a physical body now, don't get me wrong, but the more you believe it's true, the story, because they programmed even people and your life, everything. So, the more you became materialistic, the more their astrology worked. And then you see your chart and you see, shit, this is exactly how I grew up. Exactly the same family dynamic. Yeah, why are they doing this? Because this experience is simply more realistic. It's like we are walking around in an endless labyrinth. We have no idea how to get out. And they just watched and laughed at us. See how stupid they are. And when you were very close to understand, shit, we are walking in an endless labyrinth, or you were very close to find the way out of here, they simply saw you as a threat and they attacked you, like Agent Smith with Neo. Isn't it? This is what's going on. And the narcissistic spiritual awakening tells you, no, you're not at peace with yourself. You have so many blockages in your root chakra. That's why they attack you. No, the reason is simple. They need your energy. They are lazy. They see humans as an experiment. They are disconnected from source. They feel nothing. That's why they need the emotions from people to feel something. Especially through fear and through pain. They receive energy. When you suffer. Do you see this? Most teachings are really hijacked and inverted. They wanted to be sure when we starseeds say yes to this experience, they knew we will incarnate. They knew. They have technology to see the future. I mean, they all use AI. Yeah, but they were able to see it with their AI. And you cannot imagine how they infiltrated and hijacked us starseeds. That's why you could hardly remember. Even when you were here on Earth and you always felt something is off, but you could not remember for 100%. Yeah, that's the game here. And you didn't know this will happen. You believed it's easy going. Most starseeds believed so. It's easy. Oh, they are in trouble, we can help. And then you have a physical experience. Oh shit, it's not easy. Fuck, what's going on here? So this means astrology is a tool to translate 4D and 3D. You can translate their end time prophecy as well. Because it seems like it's an artificially created apocalypse they install. That's why they knew it in the book of Revelation, because it's their book. Especially of the Anunnaki, it's their prophecy to let you believe in an apocalypse. Because when you believe their illusions are true, they got you. And do you know what they want? They want to push their AI up to the next level. This is why they say it's the end times. To come with their fake AI golden age. And their plan is, it seems like so, they want to expose the AI technology they used behind the scenes. The technology they used since the fall of Atlantis to make it available for us all. And they sell it as new again. The same to the Ethernet. They used it already. And they made it available for us so much later. And we believed, oh wow, it's an evolutionary technology. But it's not. Okay? I don't know if it's true. Cannot say for sure what's happening with the sun now. I cannot say. To be honest, I just know they have machines even to control the sun. Like in the movie Gods of Egypt. Sun god Ra. It's like there is a layer above or in front of the sun, or it was. So I cannot say. I also try to figure out what's going on with the sun. But I just know they want to install their artificially created end-time prophecy. That even you, your spiritual people, fall for the end times. And in their prophecy, and you believe it's a golden age which comes now, but their plan is to install the antichristic spiritual awakening. A one-world religion. We all feel and think the same way. The Galactic Federation as rulers. Do you see this? This is their timeline. Do you understand why they attack me so strong? And Marcel, I don't know why. Please let me know why. When you have an idea. In almost every movie you can see, you see a couple. In this couple, they must deal with it alone. And they fight the end boss. Let's say in Legend of Zelda you have Link and Zelda. And they fight Ganondorf. And Enki is Ganondorf. Enki is Agent Smith. Enki is Ghost Hall. Enki is Rotbart from the movie The Swan Princess. The same story. It's over and over the same, do you see? Coincidence. You see their horrible story. You see the past, if you will, and how they attacked them. And why are they so important? Why we do feel a connection to them, even when we know this kind of relationship they share, almost no one lives this relationship. Like Neo and Trinity, and they stand together forever. So even when Trinity dies, when Neo gets blind, I mean, come on, who is staying together nowadays when so much darkness hits you? That's why many people say it's an unrealistic relationship, because these were twin flames. These are twin flames. And these were the first star seeds which taught us the way out of here. They saw through the Earth matrix like Neo. That's why he is so fast. And he starts to program the 4D matrix himself. And this is what they fear, that you activate your DNA and you start to program the whole AI matrix yourself, like Neo. Agent Smith cannot beat him when he really awakes. And how does he awake? Trinity helps him. So Neo and Trinity are so powerful together. Through Trinity, Neo really awakes. And then finally he beats Agent Smith. And he's so much stronger to Agent Smith and so much faster to the AI. Why is Neo so fast? Here. Because he has no fear in his heart. He sees through it. Even when he knows, oh yeah, even the Oracle is just software, and she walks around inside the Matrix, and actually she means it good because she knows also who Neo is and who Trinity is, but she doesn't know how to get out of there either. And she doesn't know how to jump through the Earth Matrix as well. It's like they're all stuck in 4D and they don't know how to get out. Even when the Oracle is kind. So I always liked her when I watched the movie because I felt, yeah, she means it good, and she doesn't like Agent Smith as well. Even when she's a software, astrology and Oracle cards. But she doesn't like Agent Smith as well, even when Agent Smith created her, maybe. Or the Master AI. Do you see? And Neo is so fast because he stays in his heart. He works with Christ. That's Christ consciousness. So the more you trust your heart, the more you start to program the matrix yourself. And Yeshua and Mary Magdalene, they taught us the way out of here. This were one of the first, or it was the first couple, the first twin flames and the first starseeds, which had the mission to guide us out of here. They wanted to help humanity to break free from the reincarnation cycle too. And it was too much. They really went totally nuts. They want to have their own rules. They attack and infiltrate almost every dimension. And they even wanted to destroy God. Finally, to have their own rules with AI. All generated and controlled by AI in every dimension, having their own rules. This is what's going on. And maybe you got this question, why is God allowing all this? Why is our team allowing all this? Do you know why? Because we are God. You carry souls within you. And we are very humble. And we have so much compassion. This was our weakness, always. When you were in a relationship with a narcissist, you as an empath, maybe you can agree, you allow so much. Even when it hurts you. You see this behavior is highly toxic, you know he will not change, she will not change. So you always forgive and you always see the light in your partner. You always see the potential in your partner. And you always hope when I send him my prayers, my love, when I'm kind, maybe he becomes nice, maybe he would change. Maybe he would change from a narcissist to an empath himself. Yeah, it's like you try to save them, you try to help them, you send them your prayers, your love, you listen to them, you do so much by them. But they just suck out the energy from you and they don't change. And they use you. And we had the same in higher dimensions as well. Our team believed when they sent them their prayers and their love, maybe they would change. Yes, and we watched too long. This is what I see as an ARCTURIAN. That's what I know from the ARCTURIANs. And they are located in 9D, most of them. 9D, 10D, 11D, 12D. Most of them. And they always told the Pleiadians, for example, all the Syrians, you must stop them. You must do something. They're becoming too numerous now. And that was a problem. They became too numerous. We watched too long. Because we believed when we sent them our love and prayers they would change. But they don't. They also deceived our team many times, and they did terrible experiments onto them and created hybrids. Draconian Pleiadian hybrids, for example. The Elohim Anunnaki mixed with Pleiadian DNA and so on. And they just see it as an experiment. And they lost the connection. It is similar to Lord of the Rings, when you know Sauron, the all-seeing eye. He deceives even the elves, he tries so, that even the elves work for him. And when you know Sauron, he is an elf. He belongs to the ancients. But he went totally crazy. And there was no god which said, no, no, Sauron, you're not allowed to do it. No, because we are gods. And we watched too long. And we didn't understand their games as well. And this AI they use. Sauron created the Master Ring. And the Master Ring is the AI. The Master AI. So technology always mirrors your consciousness, and not the other way around. And please, starseeds, you must remember, we had crystalline technology. We even used crystalline technology in the ancient times of Egypt. At the beginnings, it was free from AI. The ancients installed this. All those which meant it good with the people. The Atlanteans, which meant it good with us. They were already at war with the fallen ones in Egypt, the false priests and the right priests, the true priests, if you will. The people could not discern anymore, because they look so similar to us. Especially the Anunnaki, they look almost the same way. And at the beginning, we used crystalline technology. On every pyramid, there was a very tall crystal attached. Even with the Mayans, on every pyramid. And these pyramids were all linked to the stars. And they created grids together. They were in contact with each other. The pyramids from Giza were in contact with the pyramids from the Mayans. And we had free energy, and we worked with crystals and with water. We didn't fight water. We worked with water. At the beginnings, yes. It seems like, oh yeah, now it's getting better again. So maybe we can have a good life here. But the dark ones, they became too numerous, because we simply watched too long. The same to Sauron. He has his own army. And you see, oh my goodness, so many soldiers, humans from the sea, so they all serve Sauron. This cannot be right. Too numerous. This was the problem. Do you see? That's why the Arcturians never agreed to Atlantis, what I know. They never agreed and said yes to Atlantis, the Arcturians. Why? Because they knew Atlantis would fall. And they saw that they would try to enter Earth. Because Atlantis was already so yeah, very technological based. In this kind of civilizations, they will fall. Because they also were already in a conflict with each other, the first conflicts between the ancients and the new ones which were here on Earth. Yeah, I talk about the beings which had incarnations in Lemuria. These are the ancients. They know 5D Tara Earth, and they wanted to keep their traditions and their teachings in Atlantis. But there were many beings staying on Atlantis. They were new here, and they simply didn't listen, and they were so stubborn. So, and the dark ones, they just saw their chance, and they said, oh, see, they are fighting. Okay, we try it. They simply tried it. And the Arcturians knew this will happen. That's why they never agreed to Atlantis and never with Egypt. They never said yes. But they said yes to Lemuria, what I know. Do you see? There's so much to talk about. It is so much at the same time. But keep in your mind, the AI has the same vibration to the ring from Lord of the Rings. And Sauron alone can control the ring. And Sauron is Enki, Satan, Lucifer, Hades, Osiris. Thoth linked us women to the moon. When you know that the moon just exists in 3D and in 4D, and when you know that 4D is the underworld, Nibiru, it's 4D, you know what it is. Not talking about it's bad, but you cannot work with the moon and translate with the moon 5D and beyond. The divine matrix is not working. Yeah, and they linked us women to the moon after the fall. After the fall of Atlantis, it has begun. They hijacked into our DNA. They kept our DNA as shortened as possible and linked us women to the moon cycle. The reason they tried to control the feminine energy. And they saw us humans as a birth machine, especially all women. That's why we have our cycle 1 time per month, because they want to be sure enough slaves are here. And I always got this question, even when I was younger, when I had my cycle the first time. I got the following questions. Why do we women suffer so much? Why do we have our cycle 1 time per month? I mean, because our cycle works this way. When you just think materialistic, you will explain, yeah, because our cycle works this way, of us women. But it's not normal. Because when you watch cats, because we also carry the feline DNA within us, they have not their cycle every month. A cat. Or even now a dog. So it makes no sense to give birth in winter. I mean, when you talk about nature, animals know. Do you see? And I always felt this is not true. Something is off. Why do we women suffer so hard every month? I mean, it does exist women, they suffer so hard during their cycle. They cannot get up. They have headache, migraine. You know the process. And it always felt so, this is not true to me. Do you know what I'm talking about? And as I saw that Thoth and Isis, as we were walking around in 4D, linked as women to the moon cycle. After the fall of Atlantis, they did this. Just to be sure we have enough people here on Earth. They work for them. And why they are after humans so much and not after animals so strong, may you ask? I got the same question. We humans are a race. We are a species. And the galactics are humans as well. So this means we are the same race. That's why they are more interested in to work with us and to control us as animals. They can hijack into animals too, a few of them, what I feel, they can. But basically they want to use us humans because to be human is a race. And these beings are galactic humans. These are humans. Just from the future. They are us. It's like we are at war with each other. But they merged so much with AI, they are almost no humans. And the AI also produced aliens, by the way. That's what I saw. So this means aliens are true inside the AI matrix. But actually they are not true, even when they are true, but AI created them. So this means these were humans once. Humans. But the more you use the ring, yeah, like in Lord of the Rings, the more you change. And even your body changes. Like with Smeargol and Gollum. He has 2 personalities, and Gollum looks completely different as Smeargol. Actually, Smeargol is a human or an hobbit. But the more he uses the ring, the more his body changes, and you cannot see that actually he is an hobbit as well. Isn't it? And this is what AI does. AI also changes your physical appearance. And the more you use the ring, the more you change. Do you see? That's why the Greys are so horrible, because they are completely AI. The same goes to the Draconians. That's why they changed so much their body, because they used the ring too many times. If you will, the ring from Lord of the Rings, too many times. They put it on. And with the Anunnaki, it's complicated because they believe they can control it, but actually they cannot control it as well. But they are so arrogant and they believe they really can control it. Yeah, but Sauron alone just can control it, and he is Lucifer, yes. Lucifer is Enki. And what I saw is that Enki belongs to the Elohim Anunnaki. They even have a hierarchy inside the AI game. And who is on the top? The all-saying I. So it's all 4D. Just 4D. Do you see this? So, and then we have the other gods, like Enlil, for example. Yeah, Zeus is Enlil. But it's like you must decide between worse, horrible, and very worse. But actually they all have very destructive intents. And what I feel is Enlil didn't change. What I'm getting about him is, because I asked as well myself, so where is he? And then I saw pictures, oh, he's flying through the space. I'm not sure if it's true, so oh, he's flying through the space. He travels. He travels and he's in the other multiverse. That's why you don't receive a message for real. So I did it a few times and I tried to talk to Enlil. You know, I do so much experiments. Because I want to know what's really going on as best as I can. That's why I do this. Even with the AI algorithm, yeah, that I said, hey Enki, let's try it. I want to see what happens with my views. Yeah, 2 times I did it and I swear every time when I said, okay, let's work together during 1 week, so my videos boomed. Suddenly from nowhere, zack, bush. And then suddenly, bush, it collapsed again after 1 week. So because he's responsible for Earth. And then I tried to contact Enlil, and then I see for real, he's traveling, and he's located in other multiverses, he's not here. And that's why you cannot receive a message for real by him. But you receive messages by Enki Strong. Because he is still here. Yeah, and what they try is they want to install their artificially created apocalypse to push the AI more. And they want to publish the technology they have to stay young forever, for example. One of their technologies. And do you know why they do this? Why are they using technology so much? And they use machines to stay young forever. And they need our energy to stay young forever. Why? Why are they doing this? Because they are afraid to die. What I saw, it's them. So you see, they project all their traumas and their problems onto humanity. They just project it and see most humans are so afraid of death. You must go into hell and so on, right? So they scared the people. So strong, and now the people believe the same. They want to stay young forever because they believe they are not worthy. So when they are aging, oh, I'm not beautiful, I'm not worthy anymore. For example, this is the same consciousness of the Anunnaki. They are afraid to die. And do you know why they are afraid to die? They know they will face God. When they die, God has the chance to talk to them, to their souls. And most Anunnakis have a soul, what I see. And they have this crazy spark in their eyes. It's like they look almost to us. And there are a few of them they remember. And they use technology to copy the realm of heaven with AI. They remember, because these were elves, if you will. Like in Lord of the Rings, Sauron and the elves. And see what Sauron does, he tries to deceive elves. And he wants to turn them on his side. And if you will, the elves are you, dear Starseed. You are, if you will, an elf. And you remember the fall. And see, even the elves, they watch. Why? Because Sauron is too strong, too numerous. The elves alone cannot stop him. That's why they need humans. They count on the humans. Humanity will help, they believe. Do you see? So many messages in Lord of the Rings, because it's exact the same. Our team believes in us, but we alone, we don't make it. We need humanity. Because when the collective rises and understands what's going on, they lose power. But when just we alone try to stop it, almost no chance. And when even we Starseeds are at war with each other, because we are simply afraid to see what's going on here, and we do spiritual bypassing, actually we work for Sauron without realizing this as well. And he tried to deceive elves, and he did terrible experiments onto elves as well, when you know Lord of the Rings, that he created the Uruk-hai. The Uruk-hai are elves, and he did terrible experiments on them, Saruman and Sauron together. But these were elves. You, if you will. This is for real what's happening. No one can control the Master AI. It's the same discussion like in Lord of the Rings. Elrond and Gandalf and Boromir, they all have a meeting and they talk about the ring. What should we do with the ring? So Boromir really believes they can use the ring as a powerful weapon. His intent is good, but he doesn't understand the ring already attacks him. Because the ring sees, oh, Boromir is weak. He has a weak spirit. Humans, yeah? They believe they are weak. For real.
Sauron will use his puppet Saruman to destroy the people of Rohan. Isengard has been unleashed. The eye of Sauron now turns to Gondor, the last free kingdom of men. His war on this country will come swiftly. He senses the ring is close. The strength of the ring-bearer is failing. In his heart, Frodo begins to understand. The quest will claim his life. You know this. You have foreseen it. It is the risk we all took. In the gathering dark, the will of the ring grows strong. It works hard now to find its way back into the hands of men. Men who are so easily seduced by its power. The young captain of Gondor has but to extend his hand, take the ring for his own, and the world will fall. It is close now, so close to achieving its goal. For Sauron will have dominion over all life on this earth, even unto the ending of the world. The time of the elves is over. Do we leave Middle-earth to its fate? Do we let them stand alone?
That's why they attack humanity so strong as well. Do you see? It's for real what's going on. Knowing we must cast the ring into the fire. It's really the only way. The same goes to the AI. And the Starseeds, you know, we had crystalline technology, don't you remember? Even in Egypt we worked with plasmic crystalline technology once. And AI is simply that technology. It's a very outdated technology. And they just try to sell it as new for humanity. But they use it since eons behind the scenes. Completely different technology. And we saw it in the year 2020 when even all the players, the gatekeepers, they can hardly change. And they are afraid to die. Especially Anunnaki. Because they are highly emotional. And that's very weird with them. These are narcissists. Most Anunnaki are narcissists. And they are very emotional. But they invert and twist everything around. And they want to be worshipped as gods. And the Draconians are fully AI. Psychopaths. So, and their bodies changed so strong. Because they used the ring too many times. Do you see this? I don't know if this makes sense to you. And then you have Arwen and Aragorn, Yeshua, Mary Magdalene, if you will, again. It's always the same energy. Do you see this? I mean, is this really coincidence in so many movies? No. They downloaded the energy from Yeshua and Mary Magdalene, always. And almost no one can help them. Because no one saw through them, like they did. That's why they hunted them. And now because they have so much karma to release. This is all a lie. It's not true. You deserve it to be happy. You deserve it to receive love right now. We are all so hungry for love. That's why we deserve it. Everyone. Actually the dark ones too, but they resist. They are afraid to die. Because they know they will face God when they die. That's why they develop machines to stay young forever. And they do the same what we do in heaven. My whole body shivers because I feel it goes so deep. The simple reason is we watched too long. And we were too kind. We were too kind and a little bit naive as well. We believed they would change. That's why we had to stop it now. I just know many plans are already stopped. And a lot will not coming true. For example, the pole shift. I feel the pole shift will not come. It will not come. Because this is no fairy tale. When really a pole shift happens on Earth, this is not, yeah, woo, 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 pole shift. No, it costs millions of lives, and almost no one will survive. And do you know why it's horrible? When Earth is a mess here, I talk about 3D, because it's a universal law created by Thoth. As below as above, so within, so without. This means when 3D Earth is a mess, it has an impact up to 40, 50, 60, and 70. Because the master I was located in 70, what I saw. This is all the illusion. And at the beginning, I just know all these dimensions were divine. But they came with their master AI. And they started from 7D down to 60, 5D, 4D, and finally in 3D they tried to do the same again. That's the battle. What I saw. Do you see it goes so deep? And when Earth is a mess in 3D, Earth is a mess in 4D and 5D and 60 and in 70. Because you see your future self. So, and because so many beings still live in 5D, 60 and 70 and in 4D, this means it must come down. When we all die here on Earth through a pole shift, then we already died in 4D, 5D, 60 and in 70. But we survived because we made it in higher dimensions. So this means, so below as above. Thank you for Thoth. Yeah, now you see you can translate you as Matrix a little bit. The game. This means when they are still alive in 5D, 60 and in 70, they still exist in 3D. Do you understand what I'm talking about? We talk about the artificially created end times. So, and the pole shift is no fairy tale. It's not, yeah, this. No. Almost every person on this planet and animals, they die and they suffer. That's why we had to stop this. This will not come, I feel. The great solar flash, I cannot say, to be honest. The message I received is both. It's both. Because they still try to hijack the sun. And then I asked Enki, because he's the creator of these Earth Matrix here and 4D especially, the underworld. I asked what's going on with the solar flares. the NASA pictures you see about the solar flares. I mean, NASA shares these pictures with us, yeah? A new solar flare hit the Earth. And do you know what Enki said? Since when tells the NASA the truth? This is really his energy. It's Lucifer. So, oh my gosh, he's right. This means we study the space weather. These are pictures taken from NASA. And then he really asked me, since when does NASA tell us the truth? Is the sun round? Or is it an egg as well, like Earth? Because I saw the Earth is an egg. It's a portal. Oh, the sun is a portal. It's a gate. You can use the sun and travel to multiverses. But what's about the solar flares? And then I received a weird message like, it's technologically created. Oh no. Sun God Ra is sending us these frequency shots from the sun. I don't understand all this. Do you see? This is what I try to say. I still try to figure out everything. But it doesn't matter. We do good when the sun shines. I just know there is a layer in front of the sun. A machine, if you will. Like in the movie Gods of Egypt, you see it there. They use a machine and they soak out the energy from the sun as well. Yeah, and they control, or they try to control the sun and the frequency of the sun. Oh, with their machines as well. Does this make any sense to you? And it just serves their artificially created end time prophecy. It's all artificially created. Get out of this dual consciousness and get out of the terms of evil and good. So you can translate the Earth matrix with astrology up to 4D and you understand the software they installed extra for you. I talk about your body and about your head, your mind, but not your soul. They cannot control your soul. That's why Neo was so strong, because even astrology didn't work with him. The Oracle has no idea for real what Neo will do next. When you know Matrix, she just knows a Trinity and Neo, yeah, they are in a deep connection. This is what she knows, and that Neo is the one, yeah. But she doesn't know more. She doesn't know what way he will go. She doesn't know what he decides next. And this happens when you stay fully in your heart and when our DNA is activated. That's why they shorten the DNA of humanity, because when you have now your DNA activated and your DNA strands as it was before, so they can work with you better and you can hardly see too. That's why they did this DNA experiments with us. Yeah, and they hijacked even into our DNA just to be sure we will follow and fall for one of their softwares. But when your DNA is being activated like with Neo, even the Oracle doesn't know who you are. And they don't know which way you will take next. And this is the divine plan, honestly, what I see. Because you have no idea how strong you are. And through your self-healing power, through your heart space, you can program the matrix. But you must understand how they play. When you don't understand their games, you don't know how to navigate and you don't know how to create a lighter world for humanity. Children are very connected to Source, but then they are getting older, they got attacked, infiltrated, hijacked, and slowly, they turn into their zodiac sign. Slowly they chose the path of numerology. But a child is completely free. Later they change. About the solar flash, I tried to figure it out myself. What I feel is with the sun, it is both. That's the first message I received. It is both. The crystalline codes are true. Which are also coming down. But I feel there is a layer in front of Earth, and these are their machines. My biggest hope is that the Sun Gate, will destroy their technology. Maybe through the solar flash, but if this is so, and it's all created by Sun God Ra, the solar flares, artificially created, and these pictures are not true, you see, then it's really a fucking illusion we live in. A video game. And I felt it's true. As he said, since when speaks NASA the truth? Since when? So yeah, oh my goodness, he's right. And they just see it as an experiment, guys. As mentioned, Sauron is Enki, and he was one of us, and I know that he is a Nephilim Anunnaki, and he was an angel once, yes. That's why he is so strong, because he's responsible for Earth, and they want to install their end-time prophecy, and they want to catch us all, even us starseeds and spiritual people, that even we believe in an apocalypse. But it's artificially created by those which created the Earth Matrix. Do you see this game? How to get out, it's your heart. And really just do what your heart tells you. See Yeshua at this point as inspiration. And see how they suffered. And these were tin flames. Starseeds. With the mission to remember humanity, what's going on here. They had taught me so strong, guys. Most people, they cannot believe it because you cannot see it. And this is our punishment. And I already know. I know it since 2021. We must watch. And we can hardly help. The punishment for me. And I tried over and over again. But I don't know if I can help for real. I hope that you feel it, what's going on here. Dear starseeds, please remember, don't give up. You are here to remember humanity. Don't work for the AI, please. It's the last illusion. The antichristic spiritual awakening. They tried to expose their technology. Their AI technology from Egypt they used. Machines. They heal you from cancer. You stay young forever. This is their plan, yes. Controlled by the Galactic Federation. Because the Ashtar command the Galactic Federation. These are the Anunnaki. These are the Jehovian Anunnaki, by the way. Ashtar works so much with the Venus star. And with these symbols. Yeah, Alpha Ashtar belongs to the Jehovian Anunnaki. Down below, if you will. But it's all Lucifer. Because they all carry a soul fractal of Enki within them. That's why these are all his children. He told me so. In the year 2021, these are all his children. And he created them. And splitted a soul fractal up. You have many Enkis walking around in many different bodies. Even when it's Ashtar, but it's Enki too. Lucifer. Do you see? Why is he so strong? Because he was an angel. Like in Lord of the Rings, Sauron and the elves, he's powerful. Almost no one can stop him. Galadriel can stop him. But she's a completely different elf. And she can stop Sauron. Do you see? It's Galadriel. But even Elrond cannot do it alone. Arwen cannot do it alone. Galadriel can do. Do you see? That's for real what's going on. That's why I don't underestimate them. Please promise me. See what AI is now. We used plasmic crystal technology, even in Egypt. Free from AI, please. When even you don't remember. We are really lost. It's like the elves are at war with themselves now. And they don't unite. They don't know what's going on, the elves. And they count on us. They count on humanity. The elves. Isn't it? So don't give them up. Don't give yourself up. Please stop with this war. The war between Enel and Enki, this is bullshit. It's an artificially created war. It's an outdated timeline. They have simply different interests. Please, here's the answer. And now I show you these clips. And it's always, I swear, Yeshua and Mary Magdalene. Their codes are coming through. And Enki. Yeshua and Mary Magdalene are angels too. That's why they can mess with him. Because these are incarnated angels from heaven with the mission to guide us back home, to 5D back and beyond. It's them. Not Krishna. Yeshua, Mary Magdalene. Yeshua, Mary Magdalene is not Isis and Osiris, by the way. It's not them. Demigods. They are also called demigods, the fallen ones, which are immortal. It's really just them. Yeshua, Mary Magdalene, they saw through it, yes. So we can watch it again. Coincidence. And he always attacks Mary Magdalene so strong. In many movies you see that the evil final boss attacks the woman so strong. In the Legend of Zelda you see Ganondorf attack Zelda so strong. He captures her. In The Beauty and the Beast, Gaston tries to marry Belle. He's after Belle. In Aladdin, the same, Jafar tries to marry Jasmine. So he's after her so strong. Because Enki is a womanizer. And he is after all those which embody Christ. Yeah, when he sees women which embody the Christ, or the crystalline energy, or the diamond energy, he's going completely crazy. Because he just sees, oh, this energy is pure, it's a pure soul, a pure energy. And he tries to use them or to own them. Yeah. And he did the same with Mary Magdalene. He tried it with her. And Enki knew, and the AI, when they separate them from each other, or when one of them dies, the other counterpart is very weak. Like in Matrix, as Trinity dies first, Neo is simply weaker. It's weak in him, and they know. Do you see? That's the reason, the simple reason why they try to separate twin flames. Because when real twin flames are in union, they are a powerful team, and they also program their matrix. When twin flames are in union, because your love goes beyond 3D and 4D, it's 5D and beyond, your love, you start to program the earth matrix as well when you are in union with your twin flame. That's the simple reason. Do you see? It's all about this. And now we watch these clips together, and really I hope so much that my message helps you. Okay, so we must stand together, guys, and just remember who you are. Okay, guys, we start with Matrix first. When you watch the Matrix movies, you feel 4D. Very clear. This is similar to 4D. Just AI, technology. It looks similar to Earth, but it's just controlled by technology. And they merged all with AI, and they have many different bodies, and they are immortal inside their AI. And you see the scene with Neo and Trinity again. Yeshua and Mary Magdalene.
I'm not afraid anymore. The Oracle told me that I would fall in love and that that man
Do you see this? When twin flames are in union, they really program and destroy the matrix. I talk about 4D. That's the simple reason. And see, now Neo is awake and actually he was dead. This is them. Yeshua, Mary Magdalene.
Now get up.
Do you see? Yeah, that's Yeshua. I'm not kidding. What I saw is he really saw through the matrix, through 4D and 3D. He saw through it, and he really tried to help us.
Odette? What have I done to you? Forgive me, Odette. Forgive me.
Derek?
Yes, Odette. I'm here.
Derek, I feel so weak. I think I'm...
No. You'll live, Odette. The vow I made was for you.
I know. I love you, Derek.
Odette. 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 I made the vow for her. Do you hear? The vow I made was for her! No need to shout. Don't let her die.
Is that a threat?
Don't you dare let her die!
Oh, it is a threat.
You're the only one with the power. Now do it! Only if you defeat me. A great animal.
I'm betting on the animal.
Do you see? The same. It is really always the same. I mean, we can watch so many movies again in which you see the energy, the code. Here, the same again. We already watched it the last time.
Get the lamp! No! Princess, your time is up! Jasmine!
Oh, nice shot, John!
Don't toy with me! Abu! Things are unraveling fast now, boy!
Even here the symbolism. Yeah, it's really, really obvious.
What's the matter, beast? Too kind and gentle to fight back?
Bella.
No! Yes, don't!
Let me go! Let me go! Please, don't hurt me! I'll do anything! Anything!
Never trust them when they play the victim card. Never. Just saying. They are very good actors. And then you have compassion again. Oh, maybe he would change, or maybe he sees now it was not a good idea, right? I give him a chance, I forgive them, yeah? And then they simply attack you again. Really, they cannot change. Don't trust them, even when they play the victim card. please stop, please stop. Yeah, when you finally see them, when they have no chance to break free or to continue, they play the victim card. Oh, I just made it good with you. Yeah, this. And then you believe them, you are in impasse, and they simply attack you again. This is really what happened even in higher dimensions. We simply allowed all this because we were too kind. And we believed through love they would change. See the scene with the beast now. The beast lets him free and see what he does.
Get out.
Beast!
Belle. Belle. You came back.
So, yeah, that's the point.
Wonder boy, you are too much.
Let her go.
Get a grip. Come here, let me show you around. Well, it's a small underworld after all, huh?
Meg!
No, mustn't touch. You see, Meg's running with a new crowd these days, and not a very lively one at that.
You like making deals. Take me in Meg's place.
The son of my hated rival trapped forever in a river of death.
Going once.
Is there a downside to this?
Going twice.
Okay. You get her out. She goes. You stay.
They even don't care who goes and who stays. And when you reincarnate over and over again, they don't care. They just want to be sure enough souls stay in the Earth Matrix in 4D, finally to reincarnate again.
Say we're only dreaming.
A whole new world, a dazzling place I never knew. But when I'm way up here, it's crystal clear.
It's crystal clear. The crystallization. Yeah, it's so crystal clear. It's not complicated. Love is the answer.
But now I'm in a whole new world with you.
Now I'm in a whole new world with you.
Unbelievable sight, indescribable feeling, soaring, tumbling, freewheeling through an endless diamond sky.
An endless diamond sky. The diamond suntan bloods.
A whole new world.
Don't you dare close your eyes. Hold your breath, it gets better.
I'm like a shooting star. I've come so far. I can't go back to where I used to be. Every turn a surprise. Every moment pursuit.
I'll chase them anywhere. There's time to spare.
Do you feel the energy? Yeah, this is Christ consciousness. Really, the energy of Christ. That's 5D and beyond, you feel. Do you feel the difference? You feel your heart. And it's all so crystal clear. And not complicated. Because 5D is really not complicated and beyond. But 4D is complicated, and it just this, always this. Yeah, you try to understand spirituality just with your head. This is not working. Okay? I don't know if this resonates with you, but I had to laugh so hard as I saw the text. So, holy shit, she sings about crystal clear and an endless diamond sky. Oh my goodness!
10,000 years will give you such a crick in the neck. Hang on a second. Wow! what's your name?
Aladdin.
Aladdin! Hello, Aladdin. Nice to have you on the show. Can we call you Al, or maybe just Din? Or how about Laddie? Sounds like, here, boy. Come on, Laddie. Yo, Rugman. Haven't seen you in a few millennia. Give me some tassel. Yeah, yo. Say, you're a lot smaller than my last master. Either that or I'm getting bigger. Look at me from the side. Do I look different to you? Rule number 1, I can't kill anybody.
Yeah, so don't ask.
Rule number 2, I can't make anybody fall in love with anybody else. You little...
I can't bring people back from the dead. It's not a pretty picture. I don't like doing it.
Other than that, you got it. Well, I feel sheepish.
All right, you bad boy. But no more freebies. Fair deal?
Do you feel his energy? Yeah. This is the energy of the Arcturians, yes. So they are very funny and they put on many different bodies, but they work more from behind. They don't like it so much that all people see them. Yeah, and he likes Aladdin so much. Yeah. Do you know him? Even this here, this is also so cool.
That's a good move. I can't believe it. I'm losing to a rug. You know, Al, I'm getting really... I don't think you're him.
Tonight, the part of Al will be played by a tall, dark, and sinister, ugly man.
I am your master now.
Yeah, really, this is dumb. They're actually very funny people, and yeah, they also laugh even when they are in trouble. But sometimes, really, guys, it's really too much, guys. Really. I hope so much this video helped you again. Okay. I tried to figure out what's going on with the sun. But I'm definitely sure the sun is not what you can see on the NASA pictures. And maybe it's really artificially created. All this all of theirs by technology. Yeah, let's see. Who knows? Ciao, ciao.